Right, and folks, what we've got today is a parking ticket in London, and it's by Newlyn or Newlyn or whatever you call them. So let's give them a call, shall we? So what should we do? We've got 07808 032 353 for a Mr. C. Barham of Newlyn PLC, trying to get £512 out of somebody. Not going to happen.
Hello?
Oh, hello, is that Craig?
It's Chris.
Chris. Hi, yeah, I'm calling about one of the... do you want your client reference number? Are you still there?
Yeah, sorry, 1 second.
It's alright, I can barely hear you. It says Mr. C. Took me 5 seconds to get his name out of him.
Do you have the Newlyn reference number?
I do. It's TT2270.
Do you have the one that starts with a 3?
Oh yeah, 3044.
I can't get any information up on it at the moment. What's it regarding, sorry?
It's for parking ticket around Tower Hamlets, I think it is. LB of Tower Hamlets is the client.
Right, okay.
Is it ringing any bells?
Yeah, I've got about 100 cases in my name, it's impossible.
Right, okay. This one's for Walsall for £512 for an outstanding parking ticket.
Right, okay.
Have you got it now?
I can probably help you with it, yeah. I'm limited on information with it, but at this moment.
Gotcha. Okay, right. And so this gent's told me. I'm John, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm his lay representative. He's told me that he's allegedly received this parking ticket, even though his vehicle was parked on a normal road in a normal bay, and he's also got a disabled badge which is valid. And he's been being pestered by LB of Tower Hamlets, I believe. That's the name of the people that are trying to chase him for money.
Okay, so London Borough Tower Hamlets.
London Borough, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is, yeah, London Borough Tower Hamlets.
Gotcha, okay. So are you aware of this one now? Because he's had a letter through the door with your number on.
Right, okay.
Well, basically, I'm calling from Response UK and Beat the Bailiffs and the Banks. Now, is fully versed in law now from us.
Yeah.
What we've done is we've told him that we'll deal with the matter. We've instructed him how to deal with it if you actually turn up at his property, in that all doors and windows will be locked. He won't deal with you outside the house. He will only deal with you either through a small window or through the letterbox.
Okay.
His vehicle will either be secured, blocked in by other cars in his own garage, or hidden at a friend's or family's house, or parked somewhere far, far away, so that you can't try and blackmail him by saying that if he doesn't let you levy goods from his property for this £512, then you'll try and take his car or clamp his car. We've also instructed him that if you do turn up and clamp his car on his driveway, that he is to sit and lock himself in the car, film everything using an app called Bambusa, which streams the video and audio live to the cloud in case somebody that's unscrupulous were to snatch the phone and destroy it or try to delete evidence. It would record up until the point where it was smashed or turned off, and then it would save the rest of that video up till that point on a cloud account that he's only got access to. We would also instruct him not to react or respond once he's sitting locked in his car, if it comes to that, and film everything still so that you can't call the police and make any sort of suggestion that he's threatened you or caused any sort of aggravation or some sort of alleged breach of the peace. So what my question is to you is, how are you actually going to go ahead and try and retrieve this alleged debt?
Well, if it comes to the point the vehicle is seized, and by him preventing from us from doing anything further, that is a criminal offence to prevent an enforcement agent.
Not at all.
His duties.
Not at all.
If you go look under the Tribunals Act 2007, you'll clearly see it there.
Yeah, but if we go further back than that, if we're going to play a game of top trumps, Chris, the top trump, or the ace in the pack, is the fact that there's no contract in this matter, no court case has been gone through, no actual judge or magistrate has signed off any sort of warrant. What's actually happened is that they are not a court of law. There is not a single person at that property that's lawfully or legally trained. We've got evidence of that because I call them quite often and have this dispute with them, and they tell me that there's nobody at the court that's legally trained. There's no real magistrate who has signed anything. There is not a single judge on this country that would dare put their name and signature and liability to authorise a fraudulent warrant of this nature because there's no contract. And the fact that the Northampton Bulking Centre exists is because there's not a contract in the matter, and they can't even get these kinds of matters into small claims court. So there is no authority. Now, you acting as an enforcement agent, enforcement officer or bailiff or whatever you want to refer to yourself as, you might say that you have all the powers in the world to do the job that you're supposedly doing. However, under law and legalese, there is a grand difference between the word power and the word authority. Do you know what the difference is?
I don't need to know the difference at this time.
Okay, well, I've got the power to go and stand on the top of the BT Tower in Birmingham and wave at aeroplanes as they come past. But that doesn't give me the authority to, because you might have the power to come and knock on somebody's door or try to seize somebody's car or what have you, because it always comes down to the car now, because that's the only bit of property that can't be taken through the front door into the house. But the fact that you have all these powers, you need to prove the authority to the man on his doorstep. And the only way that you would prove that is we would insist on seeing the actual warrant so that we can then take it from you, close and lock the door, go on to directory of enquiries to get the real telephone number for the Northampton County Court and the Magistrates Court, and we would then investigate, or he would investigate, whether or not there are any actual and legitimate warrants out against him as a man, or even Mr., as it were.
Yeah.
And because there aren't and there won't be, that means that you're just a try-hard and that you have no real authority. So what he will do is he will stand his ground, he'll hide his car somewhere far, far away, so that you haven't even got that on him, and you can make all the threats you like about locksmiths and trying to break in through the gate at the side of the house if he's got one, trying to take lawnmowers out of sheds. No, you can't force entry, can you?
No, we wouldn't.
You couldn't and you wouldn't. You can't force entry, you can't use locksmiths, you cannot get the police involved because it's a civil matter and it's not a criminal matter. So exactly how, I'll ask you the question again, how do you actually intend to go ahead and retrieve this alleged debt?
I will deal with that when it comes to the point that needs to be done.
So are you prepared as a freelance bailiff to waste your time and effort in being turned away at the door and filmed, because you will be filmed with everything that you do? So when it comes to his criminal prosecution against you as a man and not as a bailiff or protected by any employer or agency, when he comes to prosecute you, what are you going to do?
I'll deal with that on the day that if it comes to that.
No, it won't. You won't be prosecuted on the day. The prosecution will take time. You know, it will be a criminal prosecution.
We've got solicitors for that, so we'll deal with that when it comes to it.
But you won't be protected by them. It will be you as a man under criminal law.
Okay, sir.
So how are you going to actually do this then?
You can contact my office. I'm sure that you get a speak to my desk.
So when are you going to him then? Because we're waiting, basically. We've got a response team just round the corner.
Okay then, so is that a threat, is it?
No, it means we're going to get a gang of people to stand in your way and be a peaceful protest and peacefully activist against you.
That's fine.
And what you're going to do, you're going to call the police and cry to them.
I no longer need a requirement to speak to you now, sir. Someone turn around the call. Thank you.
Okay. That was Chris Barham. Woo-hoo. That good old sound. We like that sound. Yeah, Chris Barham threatening a chap for £512 worth of alleged parking ticket when he's also got a disabled badge. Taking a wash. I'm in the need for tea. Cheers.